When you're having the time of your life with your friends at Groove, and suddenly, the bill comes.
Africa is getting a grade 13. High school no longer ends in grade 12, it now finishes in grade 13.
Yo, what's happening, guys? Your boy Uncle B with another episode of Uncle B's podcast. Guys, I know it looks weird, guys. I'm outside, load shedding. Guys, I told you guys that this is nothing new, and I'm telling you guys, let's not blame the ANC for this. I told you guys the white man is exposing themselves. Guys, they're panicking. They are panicking. Look at this. If you guys can see far at the back of me, that's my neighbor. You see that sign? That's a for sale sign. If you come in my neighborhood, more than 10 properties are being for sale. Most of them Portuguese people. They're going back home, guys. They are beginning to realize that South Africa, or black South Africa, or Africans rather, are regaining their countries and they can no longer bully us. Guys, I apologize, the wind is quite heavy. If you guys can't hear me, I'm trying to shout. I'm trying to bring you guys the show, you know. I'm trying to be consistent regardless of the circumstances that we're facing right now. Guys, quick one. You're probably wondering, but Uncle P, why did you play the video in the beginning? If you guys understand what's happening in that video, those girls went out, enjoyed themselves, and then when it was time to pay the bills, it was a problem, because now they start calculating who ate what, who drank what. And this is the situation in which the ANCs find themselves. If you watched this previous video here, you saw where our President Cyril Ramaphosa was basically just stumbling over his words, trying to explain why they're trying to add an additional 2% onto the VAT. Guys, I understand what the ANC is doing. I understand that right now they no longer want to deal with the white supremacists. They no longer want to live under colonial rules. But the reality is that the Mzungus, the white folks, they are the ones who own majority of the wealth and the money. And they are proving it by exactly what they are doing right now. They've shaken the economy the moment they are not getting their way. And this is the time where Africa or South Africa needs to stand by their leaders, the ANC. Unfortunately, guys, this is the reality. And if we have to pay that little extra, we have to. We have to. Just so that the white man does not believe that they have the kind of power that they think they have. But at the same time, guys, our leaders also need to protect us. They are mismanaging this country, and this is something that we cannot stand for. I want to use this video as an example.
Of Tshwane was still at Blue Valley. We are now at Woolworth's shop, where we have discovered that they have more than 20 bins at the back there, but the whole center pays only for one bin.
So for those of you who don't understand, the bins are basically the black dustbins. Today is actually, funny enough, it's Monday. Our rubbish guys just passed. I should have recorded when they came. Those are my boys. They always shout, Uncle B, Uncle B. And I step out of the house and we greet each other. We had a beautiful conversation this morning. So if you check, I don't know if you can see from the far end, some of the dustbins are out. They've already collected, they've left the neighborhood. Yes, for those of you who do not know, in South Africa, there's cars that come and collect your dustbins so they can keep your communities clean. Because people think South Africa, oh gosh. Anyways, that's not where we are. Now, in this specific center, they have a certain amount of bins, but they're only paying for one. They pay, now I want you guys to pay attention to why this is serious.
It's 785. So when you calculate the money that they were supposed to pay municipality, it's too close to 70,000, because they have more than 85 bins that they don't pay for. So what we're going to do in terms of the law, we must just give them a statement for the past 3 years, so that they pay us the money that they've owed us for the past 3 years, which is close to 75,000 a month. But they are currently paying 700.
Paying 755 when you owe over 75,000. You are supposed to be paying 75,000 a month. How big of a scam is that? And this is for the last 3 years. And this is the incompetency of the municipalities that were supposed to be watching these jobs. And you see, this is the problem. That money can help big time. They wouldn't need to increase the tax to 2% if they were collecting this kind of money. And do you know how many white companies, foreign-owned companies, don't pay these taxes? Go to Bree, go to Sunnyside, go to all these places. All these Nigerian businesses, foreign businesses, don't pay tax. And now the South Africans have to suffer and pay that extra 2% for people who are basically just joyriding this country. The ANC needs now to be strict with deportation of illegal foreigners and closure of illegal businesses that do not pay tax. Because what purpose is the business if the country is not going to benefit from it? And these municipalities need to start being more strict. They need to start being more strict. Imagine all this money that is being owed for 3 years. Only now they are deciding, okay, we got to take this serious, because they realize that every cent counts. Because the Muzungus are no longer playing the way they were supposed to be playing. I don't know, guys. Am I making any sense? I think I'm making... Oh man, this thing, you know what, guys, is driving me insane. I just feel like, you know what, our leaders just need to bite their tongue, stop the corruption. They've already eaten enough, they've stolen enough, they've got farms, they've got properties, they've got enough investments. Just give a little back to the people. Just a little. Like, guys, we're not asking to become millionaires instantly by tomorrow. All we're saying is, give us the opportunities, give us the jobs, we'll do the work. Give us the land, we'll plant, we'll become farmers if we have to become farmers. The internet is there, guys. I learned how to build, plaster, do electricals, do plumbing, how to do podcasting. I learned how to stitch, sew. I learned how to paint, everything through YouTube. So you're trying to tell me that come tomorrow I get an opportunity to become a farmer, I will fail to learn how to do it? There's no farming schools in South Africa? Come on, man. Let's stop playing games. We've got this. Our government just needs to give us the chance and the opportunity. The funding is there on our own. You can't tell me, yes, I understand that the 70% that own the land and all the wealth own majority of it. And we've got new friends. Let's use them. They're here for good, right? Let's use them. We'll give them the minerals that they want as long as they play nice. I don't know. Am I not making sense? It's a tough one for Africa, man. Guys, it's a tough one for Africa. Oh my God, it's a tough one for Africa. I am telling you, it's a tough one for Africa. But you know, in the midst of all this noise, there's always something that South Africa has to do that tells us, you know, are these people leading us really the ones that gonna make the right decisions for us? Because guys, I know that our data bundle depletes, our English data bundle depletes at a certain stage of talking too much English. But is this really necessary?
Africa is getting a grade 13. High school no longer ends in grade 12 and now finishes in grade 13. For 1st Jan 2026, basic education will add another grade after grade 12. There will be grade 13. How is that possible? The matrics of 2025, the matrics of this year, will be doing grade 13 next year. They went into 2025 thinking it was their last year of high school, but nope, they have to do another year of high school next year, doing 6 years of...
So, yeah, you wow. Guys, listen. You drop the pass rate to 22%, and then you add an extra year. So the fact that there's no employment, the employment rate is high. The fact that we don't have money, that doesn't bother you guys. You add an additional year of school. To do what? To gain what? To benefit what? China has 2-3-year-olds doing things that our grade 1s cannot even do. So instead of changing the education system into being productive, what are you doing? You are adding an additional year? You know what, now you can't make this shit up. But I don't want to get distracted, guys. I don't know if this is important that we should focus on it, but it's just a distraction. But it's happening. Grade 13. I'm your boy Uncle P. I'll see you guys on the next one. Yo, it's too much. I tell you, it's too much.